Hi everyone, this is Marie Blue Angel, and I am back with the demo for House of Petals. This is day 2. We've woken up after... overall the sleep was probably good, but we were woken up in the middle of the night, and the door was ajar, and so that is more than concerning. So let's see what we get up to on this second day of not remembering who we are, and how we really got here, even though we have someone supposedly who is our husband saying that this is where we are from and all that. Anyways, let's just get into it. Your eyes gradually open from the sun rays filtering through the window. Your mind and body are slightly exhausted from a restless night. Okay, so maybe we didn't sleep as well as I thought, which makes sense.
Good morning, my darling.
Hello, Han. Han's face above the bed startled you. How long have you been here? Han gestures his head towards a tray of food on the desk. I came in to bring your breakfast, but you were still asleep. I didn't want to wake you up.
But I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy looking at you sleeping so peacefully.
Thanks. Heat rushes to your cheeks. He was watching me sleep. Now, would you eat breakfast? I made it just for you. Oh, thank you. As you watch Han reaching for the hot steamed bun, you suddenly remember what happened last night. Steamed buns are so good. Hey, I couldn't sleep much last night. Something strange happened. What strange thing? The door opened in the middle of the night. I was sleeping and suddenly heard someone open the door. Han, still peeling the paper from underneath the steamed bun, smiles at you nonchalantly.
Huh, don't worry about that. It was probably Anne, our servant.
We have a servant. This information feels like a shock to you, as you assumed it was just you and Han living here. Yes, An was a servant for your parents, and now he's still living with us. Okay, but why was he here? He tends to go around and clean hallways at night. Perhaps he accidentally opened your door. Okay, this is the clue. I asked him so many times to be careful with the doors, yet he still didn't listen. A hint of annoyance passes Han's face, but is quickly replaced by his returned joyfulness. But don't worry, I'll tell him again. No one should disturb my beautiful wife's sleep. Now eat. I don't know what voice I'm doing for him. It's fine. He hands you the steamed bun, and you take a bite. There's something chalky about the texture of the bun, but you are still able to force it down. There is no need to be rude about such a thoughtful gesture from him, cooking for you and taking care of you.
Since you finished eating, would you like to go to the garden with me?
The garden? Yes, fresh air is important for your recovery. Besides, it has always been your favorite place in the mansion. He gives you a playful wink.
Think about it as a date.
A date? Of course, no pressure though. If you can decide if you want to go on a date with me, or go around the mansion on your own if you wish. Secret DLC. Okay, well, we'll just go for the sake of the demo. You peek through the window. The sun is shining, birds chirp lazily from the garden walls. It's the kind of weather that seems to nudge you gently outside. Besides, your gaze falls on Han again. The joy in his eyes makes him almost resemble a puppy, and it would feel like a shame to turn down someone who's been so nice to you. Yeah, let's go. Ooh, outside. Han guides you through the hallway toward the entrance from the lobby. As you walk, your mind quietly tries to absorb your surroundings, the layout of the mansion, the way the corridors twist and connect. Though your memory isn't accessible at the moment, something about all of it feels terribly familiar. as if your body knows, even if your mind doesn't. Yes, you do live here, in the Lotus Pavilion. Speaking of which, why is it called the Lotus Pavilion, Han? You turn to him, asking just as you step into the garden. All I've seen around the house are chrysanthemum decorations. Oh, that. Well, before your parents passed, they used to decorate the place with lotuses. I heard your mother especially loved them, but... Han hesitates. His eyes shift toward you, studying your reaction. After they passed, I personally asked the servants to change everything, because you like chrysanthemums. Just because of me? Isn't that a little disrespectful to the previous owners? To your parents? He gives a small shake of his head. No, I don't think so. If your parents were alive, I'm sure they would have approved in a heartbeat, because... He turns to you fully now. His hair catches the sunlight, strands glowing like gold. Isn't that proof that I love their daughter very, very much? His eyes meet yours, bright and unwavering. I like the piano in the back because it just makes me feel like I can't trust you even like instinctually you might in some senses. Like if you didn't obviously have this music, if this happened to you in real life, you're not going to get this type of music. So why wouldn't you believe him? You know? Huh. Your throat tightens into a small knot, and you're not sure how to respond. And yet, your chest flutters. Something in you recognizes the sincerity in his eyes, whether you want to or not. Thank you. You almost blush at his words, your gaze dropping, unable to hold his overwhelmingly loving eyes for too long. You're sure that whatever you and Han once had must have been something wonderful, judging by how tenderly he's been caring for you. And yet, your chest aches with the quiet truth that for now, all you can offer him is gratitude. Your memories are still lost, and everything else remains out of reach. Sensing you're unease, Han smiles softly. Please don't feel bad. You know, I'm not impatient for your memories to return. I cherish you no matter who you become, as long as you'll let me. Now, don't make such a frowny face. We're here to enjoy the weather, aren't we? He gestures toward the tray of tea already set on the table, inviting. Steam curls into the air and its scent mingles with the scent of fresh grass. They both sit down at the bamboo table, and Han reaches for the teapot. With practiced grace, he tilts it toward your cup with one hand, while the other gently holds his sleeve back to keep it from getting in the way. You quietly watch him, momentarily dazed by how skillfully he moves, like the tea itself is just another expression of his artistry. No different from the ceramics scattered beautifully throughout the house. The serene scene calms you, but before long, curiosity crashes into your thoughts like waves against a still shore. Han, would you tell me more about yourself? I want to get to know you. Me? There's nothing really interesting about me. He says it casually, still focusing on pouring the tea. Not meeting your eyes. That's not true. You're clearly a talented artist. You must have some interesting stories. I'm so happy you think so. That you think I'm a good artist. His eyes curve into thin crescents, and his smile stretches from ear to ear. Yet you can still detect a faint trace of unease on his face, though he quickly smoothes that out. What do you want to know? How did we meet? Your question seems to catch him off guard. His eyes widen for just a second before his usual smile returns. Well, let's see. He pauses, as if dusting off an old memory. There was a time in my youth when I went through a rough patch. I didn't want to do anything but drink and lock myself away, making art. One day, while wandering the streets completely drunk, I stumbled into the path of a carriage, got hit hard, and passed out right then and there. His gaze shifts toward you, soft but intense. When I opened my eyes, there she was, a young maiden leaning over me, calling me, trying to wake me. She had the most beautiful face I had ever seen, and the most angelic voice. I thought I died and met a goddess. And when she saw me waking up, she smiled. That moment changed everything. I promised myself that no matter the cost, no matter what it took, I would make her my wife. You feel your breath catch. And the maiden was... that was you, darling. You can't remember it. Not a flash of it surfaces in your mind. The way he says it, tender, reverent, sends something fluttering in your chest, as if your body remembers what your mind has forgotten. Han takes a calm sip of tea and lets out a quiet sigh.
Sorry if that felt heavy. I don't really like talking about the past, unless it's a memory we share.
It's alright. I appreciate you telling me. His story lingers in your chest like a warm ember. It makes you feel lighter somehow, closer to him. This is what you know about Han so far. He's your husband. He's gentle and attentive, and a talented artist with a tragic human past that shaped him into someone sincere and kind. All of it makes you feel more at ease in his care.
But we're not here just to talk about the past, are we? Your mind is still recovering. We should be doing things to relax it, like this.
He crouches and plucks a small cluster of daisy flowers from the garden path.
Do you know how to make a flower hairpin?
Maybe not?
Here.
With delicate fingers, he begins weaving the petals and stems together into a pin-like shape. Wow, that's beautiful. You really are crafty. You're genuinely impressed the way he shapes the tiny blossoms into something so graceful. It feels effortless and natural.
Now, your turn.
You press your lips together, focusing intently as you try to mimic the way his fingers moved. But your own flower pin ends up a bit uneven, a little lopsided and clumsy. I'm so sorry. This isn't my forte. But instead of disappointment, Han beams at you.
It's perfect. Come on, put it in my hair.
He gestures to his ear expectantly. No, it's ugly. It's not worthy of your beautiful hair.
Don't say that. I'm not worthy of any gift my beloved wife makes for me. Now come on, put it on.
I mean, what if this like is classic, seemingly yandere, where it's like, oh, you have amnesia and he's actually not your husband. But I think it would be interesting. I mean, this would still be interesting even if it is that, and I do think it's that. But my thought also about this, like, wouldn't it be interesting if like something did happen and he was like, you know, this kind, gentle, like he actually was your husband and like kind and attentive and all that, but then something else happened and it kind of like, I mean, maybe, you know, in the sense of like he always had this kind of like yandere side in him and he never really let it show, and something broke him, and maybe this like event of like losing your memory led him to be a bit more obsessive and more yandere like, actually. I guess like it's more of a subtle difference, but like I guess it's a subtle difference in like how it kind of ends up being. I mean, obviously I don't know what the full game's going to be like, but like it's more so also in the origin. Like, is he an actual stranger who like met you and has like been obsessive over you and is not your husband? Or did he meet you, did become your husband, and he's always kind of had this kind of like reverence towards you, but also this obsession that was like seen as like, it was like all done in moderation in terms of his actions and everything. But now there's like this like catalyst that's like changed what that looks like on the outside. I think that would be really interesting to see like what's actually the case here. You hesitate, reaching out toward his soft, silky hair with careful fingers, afraid to mess it up. But as soon as the crooked flower pin brushes against him, Han's eyes lift to meet yours. Oh, you freeze. Then he speaks, voice quiet.
Can you touch me? With your hand?
Pardon? Your hand still hovers in the air suspended, but the look in his eyes, soft, longing, almost desperate, pins you in place.
I really miss your touch.
I don't know. I'm playing as if we're believing him. You know, like, he is my husband. You know, like, what else am I supposed to believe? Yes, I'm an unreliable person given our, like, amnesia, and we don't have anyone else to corroborate this. But here we are. His request, though sudden, carries a strange magnetic pull. You wonder, would it really hurt to touch him just once with your bare hand? Okay. Not the blushing. He said, close up, CG. You reach for his cheek and he leans into your touch obediently, as if he's been waiting for this moment forever. The instant your skin meets his, a shiver courses through your body. A fluttering sensation shoots up your arm, spreading down your spine, a rush caught between warmth and cold, making your heart pound uncontrollably. The golden rays of the summer sun seem to linger on his face, and for a moment, time itself feels suspended. Han speaks, his voice barely above a whisper.
Thank you. I needed this so much.
He leans in further, pressing his cheek into your palm as if trying to absorb your warmth into his very being.
I wish time would stop right here. I didn't have to return to the studio.
He gently nudges against your hand one last time, then places a soft kiss on your palm before slowly letting go. I need to finish my work, but thank you, truly, for spending time with me today. Feel free to wander around the mansion. Just be careful. Your body is still weak. I'll bring you some medicine later. All right. Bye. With that, his footsteps fade into the background. You finish your tea and decide to walk around the garden. Curious about the lotus pond, you step closer to its edge. So there are still some lotuses left in the mansion after all. The vibrant pink blooms sway gently on the water. Their color is glowing under the sun. Is this supposed to be like a lotus? Or the pink? It kind of reminds me of that. You become lost in the sight until a sudden creak breaks the quiet. From across the pond, something stirs. Your eyes snap towards it. Something small, blue and white, moving. Is that a doll? It scurries, jerky, almost unnatural, ducking behind the thick reeds before you could get a better look. Huh? What the heck is this? A doll. Ceramic doll running in the garden? How do we know it's ceramic? You instinctively move around the pond, trying to follow, heart racing. Wait! But by the time you reach the other side, it's gone. Nothing remains except the rustling of bushes where it vanished. You push aside the leaves, searching, but there's no trace, as if it were never there. Panting, you look down at your hand. There's a smudge on your palm. Dark, damp, almost like ink? Mud? No, it's not just mud. It's thicker, grainy. Clay. Oh, I must have touched the ground at some point. Should you go to wash it off or continue to walk around? I guess we can go to the bathroom? Ugh, how unruly. I'm bothered by getting dirt all over me. You notice buckets of clean water readily prepared in the corner of the bathroom. Han must have prepared this for me. After filling the tub, you take off your clothes and submerge yourself in the water. I thought we were just gonna wash our hands, but okay. The coolness envelops you, easing the summer heat and the tension in your shoulders. You relax. In the corner of your eye, you notice a shovel hanging on the wall. Strange. Why is there a shovel here? You shrug. Who knows? It would be too much to have things super organized all the time. You start scrubbing the clay on your skin with a loofah made from a dried squash. But no matter what you do, the clay does not disappear. What the hell? You scrub harder, panicking. Get off me. You're determined to scrub even harder until the loofah scratches you, and then scrapes you. Oh, blood starts to flow from the cut on your skin, yet you don't feel pain at all. You feel your head heat up, panic rising in your throat. Crimson red liquid begins to seep into the water, but for some strange reason, it only makes you panic and scrub even harder. You need to get the dirt off of your skin. And quicker than you know, the tub is filled with red. What is happening? Are we dying? You jolt awake. Oh gosh, we were dreaming. Gasping for air, a nightmare. The water around you is still clear. It seems like you were dreaming. You blink rapidly, heart pounding. The clay on your skin, gone. No blood, no dirt, just your bare, clean skin. Was that a nightmare? You sigh deeply, pressing a hand to your chest to steady your breath. Slowly, you rise from the tub and reach for the towel. The fabric brushes softly against your skin as you dry yourself off, your fingers still trembling from the lingering panic. As you move to grab your robe, something on the wall catches your attention. Beautifully painted scrolls line the tiled wall, their silk fabric smooth and rich with color, detailed scenes of mountains, gardens in bloom, birds in flight, and elegant deer. You step closer, eyes drawn to the bottom corners of each scroll. There, in elegant calligraphy, is a name. Your name. Again, it's my name. These paintings are beautiful. Even the calligraphy characters are neat, as if drawn by someone masterful. Were these made by me? After putting your clothes on, you lethargically walk back to your room. Thoughts about what you saw boggle your mind. Okay. Do I paint? If those paintings you saw were truly yours, you must have been a wonderful painter. And though the notion is something that deserves to be celebrated, you hate yourself for not remembering anything about your past, about the person you were. What if those memories will never come back? Would you forever lose the version of yourself from before the accident? As you enter the bedroom, a familiar figure has been waiting for you. Han, what are you doing here? I'm here to bring you your medicine. Okay. He raises up the bowl of medicine in his hand. You cast a slow gaze toward the window where the sun rays have waned into a glowy red sunset. I guess it's the end of the day. I guess it's time already. Han slowly approaches you. How was your day? Did you have fun exploring? Fun? Sure. Your mind drifts to the events earlier today. It was a strange day at the least, and you've become even more confused. What's wrong? You look unwell. Well, it's just... You really want to ask Han. I don't know if we should ask him about the doll. I'm scared. Me? Was I an artist, Han? You blurted it out, determined to learn about your past. A hint of uneasiness passes his face. Why do you ask? The paintings on the wall. The hair is so beautiful. If I were the one who made them, I'd love to know that. I see. Yes, of course. You were a talented painter. Han smiles. I adored your art so much. You expected a longer answer from him, but that seems to be the end of his comment. Why didn't you mention it before? Well, I thought I shouldn't overwhelm you with too much information and let your memory naturally recover to not cause you a headache. Right. Speaking of which, it's time to take your medicine. He brings the ceramic bowl up and blows on the steam coming out of it. Your headache will get worse if you don't drink it before it cools. You glue your gaze to the medicine bowl. Though your mind is still bothered by Han's vague answers and still has so many more questions, you want to believe that he's right. Dwelling too much into the past will cause nothing but stress and anxiety. You nod, accept his bowl, and drink it. The bitter liquid runs down your throat, the scent of herbs gradually absorbed by your senses. A flowy, comfortable feeling spreads through your body, ending the tension you just had in your forehead, or easing it. Han gently takes the bowl from you. You did a good job, darling. He smiles. Now, why don't you get some rest? We can spend more time together tomorrow. I have some work I need to take care of tonight. The moment Han leaves the room, you flop onto the mattress, letting the coolness of the blanket devour your entire body. Your mind runs wild with several questions and suspicions, memories that don't align, paintings that feel both yours and not yours, and the ever-present bitterness of the medicine. Thoughts churn restlessly until they tangle and blur, tugging at you with quiet whispers. Your mind, still tangled in doubt, finally exhausts itself and slips into a nice, mellow sleep. Are we gonna wake up at night again, or what? Oh, I'm scared. I don't like that. In the stillness of the night, a faint sound stirs you from sleep. Your eyes blink open, adjusting to the darkness. The door to your room groans as it slowly begins to open. Who's there? From where you lay, you can just make out a sliver of movement. The doll. A small shadow casts across the wooden floor, stretching closer. Your breath catches. It's the ceramic doll, the same one you saw in the garden. You start to push yourself up, heart thudding. But the moment your eyes meet its hollow gaze, it begins to tremble. And it breaks. With a violent shudder, the doll splinters apart, exploding into hundreds of jagged clay fragments that scatter across the floor like broken teeth. You freeze, chest tight, pulse racing. What should you do? Wasn't expected. You throw the blanket off and step out of bed, your legs shaky beneath you. Each step toward the shattered doll feels heavy, like you're wading through a dream. But when you reach it, you freeze. There is nothing. No doll, no broken pieces scattered across the floor. You blink in confusion, your head reaching out to touch the smooth wood of the floor, half expecting it to crumble beneath your fingers. There is no trace that anything was here. Oh, this is the end of the demo. Please kindly and patiently wait for our next update. Okay. Great, thank you. We got those 2 CGs. Okay, I don't know if this is like all the ones we can get in the demo. Cracked Vow. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, I don't know if these are all part of the demo, but I don't think so. That'd be kind of hard, but maybe there's more, because you can play, there's obviously lots of different branching choices, that I think would get us, that would get us in trouble. Had I played this before? Maybe I've forgotten. Maybe it's been so long since I played it. Because I know this game has revamped and it was called something else. And now it's called House of Petals. So maybe I played it before, but I honestly don't remember. Anyways, let's not think too much about it. Except, if you were interested, let me know and maybe I'll play some more of the demo and check out some of the demo endings. And yeah, should I suspect Han? Should I not suspect him? I don't know. Should I make other choices? I'd be curious about that. I like the aesthetics of the art style, and I like the writing. Voice actor is fun for Han. I also really like the music, and like the colors of the red and the blue are really nice and striking, so I really appreciate that. I'm going to check out the Kickstarter, and I encourage you to do the same. Again, if you'd like to see more of the demo for House of Petals, just let me know, and I'm happy to play another video, post another video playing it. But yeah, if you like the video, press the like button. If you'd like to see more on my channel, feel free to subscribe, and let me know your thoughts about the House of Petals. And yeah, what do you think is gonna happen? I really like this idea of I really want to know who this person is, who Han is, and I won't really get my questions answered until the full game is out, obviously, but, I'm going to keep these thoughts in mind until then. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.